bitches act like me, I ain't got no stunt double. How you gon' give me some money? He having cash troubles. And this nigga blow my high, call that bitch bubbles. I'm a power puffer, ice tail fart puffer. Who wants smoke?
Nah, they don't want it.
Can't slow down. They be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Who wants smoke?
Nah, I don't want it.
Can't slow down. They be like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Nigga bought me a new jag. I got me a new bag. Bitches going outside. Got these bitches real mad.
How these bitches act like me? I ain't got no stunt double. How you gon' give me some money? He having cash troubles. And this nigga blow my high, call that bitch bubbles. I'm a power puffer, ice tail fart puffer.
They don't want it. They don't want it. They don't want it. They don't want it. Bitch, nah, I don't want that shit. I don't want your nigga that you claim that you came here with. I don't want that bitch on the side. She a silent hoe. I don't want that nigga in your backseat. I ain't riding hoe. They don't want it. They don't want it. They don't want it. They don't want it.
How these bitches act like me? I ain't got no stunt double. How you gon' give me some money? He having cash troubles. And this nigga blow my high, call that bitch bubbles. I'm a power puffer, ice tail fart puffer.
They don't want it. They don't want it. They don't want it. They don't want it.
So now we're all in this together.
How these bitches act like me? I ain't got no stunt double. How you gon' give me some money? He having cash troubles. And this nigga blow my high, call that bitch bubbles. I'm a power puffer, ice tail fart puffer. Who wants smoke?
Nah, they don't want it.
Can't slow down. They be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Who wants smoke?
Nah, I don't want it.
Can't slow down. They be like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Nigga bought me a new jag. I got me a new bag. Bitches going outside. Got these bitches real mad.
How these bitches act like me? I ain't got no stunt double. How you gon' give me some money? He having cash troubles. And this nigga blow my high, call that bitch bubbles. I'm a power puffer, ice tail fart puffer.
They don't want it. They don't want it. They don't want it. They don't want it. Bitch, nah, I don't want that shit. I don't want your nigga that you claim that you came here with. I don't want that bitch on the side. She a silent hoe.
So now we're all in this together.
Your backseat, I ain't riding hoe. They don't want it. They don't want it. They don't want it. They don't want it.
How these bitches act like me? I ain't got no stunt double. How you gon' give me some money? He having cash troubles. And this nigga blow my high, call that bitch bubbles. I'm a power puffer, ice tail fart puffer.
They don't want it. They don't want it. They don't want it. They don't want it.
How these bitches act like me? I ain't got no stunt double. How you he gon' give me some money? He having cash troubles. And this nigga blow my high, call that bitch bubbles. I'm a power puff, ice tail, far puffer. Who wants smoke?
Nah, they don't want it.
Can't slow down. They be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Who wants smoke?
Nah, I don't want it.
Can't slow down. They be like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Nigga bought me a new jag. I got me a new bag. Bitches going outside. Got these bitches real mad.
How these bitches act like me? I ain't got no stunt though. How he gon' give me some money? He having cash troubles. And this nigga blow my high, call that bitch bubbles. I'm a power puff, ice tail, far puffer.
Wait a minute. We back. No to the ads. I see the ads, man. What's going on with the ads? How do we remove the ads? How do we remove the ads? What's up, Christina? How do we remove... What's up, Ace? Is there a way we can remove the ads? Oh, you have to subscribe. You gotta subscribe, chat. My bad. Benny's in the building. Yeah. We in here. I think people still coming in the room. People still coming in. We here. We here. People still coming in. All right. If you just now joining of what's all going on, it's about to make me mad. Of what's going on right now, I am making my own rom-com. Did I do it? This message is already pinned. Okay. So the journey has been going. You know, it's been a lot of fun. If you was here on the last live stream, make sure we good. If you was here during the last live stream, we left the live stream with an objective. I do not know how to make the live. I don't even know where the live to sub. I don't even know how much that is. I don't know what any of that stuff is. So chat, where did we leave off our last conversation? How do we can we make that lower? Can we lower that? Cause $7.99 is crazy. How do we lower the subs? Can we lower the subs, please? Can we please lower the subs? Like, what's the lowest we can go? Can y'all even hear me? Can y'all hear me? Okay. Cool. Okay, let's do that, please. Nah, same. Like we all brand. Well, not all of us. Me, I'm real brand new to Twitch. You know. So on our last stream, I was basically telling everybody about this journey that I want to go on, that I'm going on, and that's creating my own movie. And the genre that I want to do is rom-com. You know, and at the end of that meeting, we left the end of that meeting and we had to come back to this live stream with the Kickstarter. So everybody, we gave a challenge. We came up with a date. We said today would be the day that, yeah, we gonna get there, Brittany. Just keep following the journey. We getting everybody offline. We getting everybody offline. But our last stream, it was we need to get a Kickstarter going. You know? And I've always wanted to like show how dedicated I was to this. And if I never make a deadline, I'll give everybody the cue to send in your cash apps, and I'm cash apping $100 for every time I do not make a deadline. So we set a goal. If I don't make that goal, you know, I got to pay for it. So I feel like we all got to hold each other accountable. And I really want y'all to hold me accountable, you know? So that being said, I want to say our last chat was when? We was on Friday? Thursday? Friday? I forgot when we was last on, chat. Whenever that was, we said today was the day that we have to have a Kickstarter. And when I tell you, I'm Woody McClain. Some of you might know me from this.
She said, well, what did your mother say? I took a deep breath. I looked at my friends. I was like, it's about to go down.
Some of you might know me for this.
Nah, man. Listen, we business partners. You trust me, I trust you, man. Thanks. Hear me that bag?
But some of you know me from this.
If I can go right before y'all, maybe I can come out there and do
We got the Kickstarter.
for the fans.
Hold on, let me fast forward.
Part of some cultural.
Let me fast forward.
So I've been doing my own thing for years now. And I've learned so much through this entire process. I've grown as a person, as a creator, as a human being. And now I realize I've never actually starred in my own movie. So now what I want to do is take everything I've learned from when I was shooting things with no budget to putting on a real budget and shooting content with my friends. I'm here to ask for you to go on this journey with me. I really feel like a rom-com is important right now in today's time and climate because everything feels so dark. And I feel like we need laughter. We need joy. We need fun again. And we need love. You know, I'm a big fan of love. I'm a big fan of Hitch, of Best Man, of Love Jones. I want to feel those feelings again. This journey for me is extremely special because I will be actually showing the entire journey.
All right, yeah. So I came through. Listen, this is how serious I am. We set a goal as a group, and I'm delivering. You get what I'm saying? So we not playing. We not playing with this, you know? I'm very, very excited. And of course, you can go watch the entire, because everything is live streamed.
We at Cam Kirk Studios filming the Kickstarter.
You see what I'm saying?
To the end, so y'all gonna see everything. You know what I mean? Got my
We live streaming all these moments, so we're gonna put that video on the YouTube. That way you can go see the entire making of the Kickstarter. So everything is going to be live streamed. Everything is going to be live streamed, and I wanted to get on this stream today to announce the person that I want to write this rom-com. Now on Threads went crazy. Instagram went crazy. The email went crazy. I seen it. I seen everything. But it was this one message I got, right? And when I seen it, I was like, oh wow, this is different. You know, I haven't seen nobody do this. Of course, everybody's in the comments and like, yo, I want to write it. Like,
So now we're all in this together.
Oh, somebody followed. Shout out to the new follower. We got a new follower in the building. Yeah. Sorry, that be scaring me. I forgot we got that hooked up. But listen, when I seen what this person did on Threads, I was like, this is who I need to work with. Because she stood out from everybody else. You know what I mean? Everybody was just doing the same, like, yo, pick me. Like, I can do this, like, da-da-da-da-da. She went and she did this. Hold on. Let me show you what she did. She did this, y'all.
But when I saw, so I'm not usually one to throw their hat in the ring on Threads, but when I saw Woody, someone I respect, whose career I've been following, start this thread, I thought, why not now? We crossed paths years ago, Bobby Brown Story New Edition days, and since then I've been in writers' rooms and in the studio and just deep in my story bag altogether. And I say, why not? This is a chance for us to cook up something. Consider putting me in the game, coach. We can make people fall in love. We can make people laugh. We can create a new classic film. I can't think of a better time than now. The people need this. I feel like I'm what you need.
So for me, her doing this, I felt like she really cared. You see what I'm saying? She just wasn't talking. She wasn't just talking, like she really, really cared. You know?
So now we're all in this together.
Oh, is in the building. She really cared. Her doing that video, I felt more connected to that because I wasn't just reading like, you know what I mean? It was like kind of like the same thing. And then once I came across that, I was like, this is who I need to work with. So I slid in her DMs, of course. I hit her up and I want to get her on the line so we can just have a conversation. You know, y'all cool with that? I'm gonna call Rasheena Nash. I hope she picks up. 1 second. Hey, how you doing? Good. You free to talk? Okay, I'm about to put you on speaker. I'm on live stream. Okay. 1 second. Hold on. So everybody, please give it up for the one and only Rasheena Nash.
Oh, wow. What's up? How are you today?
Yes. Rasheena, I was just telling the chat how I was going through the threads and I was going through the emails and the DMs. Mm-hmm. And I was saying how when I came across your message, how your message stuck out, you know what I mean, over everybody else's because it was something different. You know, and I actually got a chance to hear and feel the passion in your voice instead of just reading the same like, yo, let me write it. Yo, I got you. You know what I mean? I write fire. Like it was different because you actually did a video. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I knew when you did that, I was like, okay, this is the person I got to work with because you're not doing the normal traditional thing everybody's doing. You see what I'm saying?
Right, and it's stepping outside my comfort zone. I am a writer, so I'm used to being behind the camera and kind of like calling the shots from the page. And if I were to, if I would have reached out and written you something, it might have felt like more. It wouldn't have felt as sincere. And I wanted you to know like how I felt for real, and that I wasn't, I wasn't just. I wasn't just in my case as a writer writing about it. I was trying to be about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Talking about things, you want people to hear. You want to like take advantage of the screen if you're going to use the screen, not hide behind it and just try to put the words up. You want to take advantage of those moments. So I'm glad you were able to see my sincerity and. That it did stand out to you because, like, I'm just super excited to even, like, be on this call and,
Yeah. Nah, I appreciate. Where you from?
I'm from Atlanta.
Hey, ATL, shawty. Yeah. I love it. How long you been writing for?
Man, I've been writing my whole life. I was one of those kids. I used to write little books and try to draw my pictures in class.
Yeah.
And, my teachers kind of saw that I had a gift for that. And I've been a professional writer now, screenwriter for the last 6 years.
Got you. I love it. I got a question for you, actually. Before we continue this conversation, I got a question.
Shoot it. Let's go.
All right, wait. How many fingers am I holding up?
3.
Okay, bet. So you're not on live. Cool. I just want to make sure you're not on. I just want to make sure you're not on the live. All right. Bet. All right, here we go. I'm going to write something down real quick.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
What's happening over there?
Hold on, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. I'm going to write down. I'm going to write down. Let me see how I want to do this, chat. Let me see how I want to do this, chat. I'm gonna write down one of my favorite rom-coms. And
So
I'm
now
gonna
we're
give
all
you.
in this together.
Hey, shout out to the follow. I'm gonna give you 3. I'm gonna give you 3 chances. You feel me?
Okay.
That's it. No pressure though.
Okay. You want me to guess your rom-com, or you want me to tell you what my favorites are?
I want you to tell me what yours is. 1 second though.
Okay.
All right. Dang, my handwriting trash. Sheesh. All right.
They say you're either a genius or a serial killer if you got crappy handwriting.
Oh, for real? I'll take the genius. All right, give me your top 3 rom-coms.
Okay. I'm gonna have to go with a classic, which would be Coming to America. Is definitely one of my favorites. I'm gonna have to go with another classic that is not as funny, but it's just like a great romance. And that's gonna be Pretty Woman. And then for fun, I'm gonna have to hit you left field with Judd Apatow, Seth Rogen's Knocked Up. That movie was a crazy love story. It was a lot of fun.
Okay, chat. Y'all heard the 3. You said Knocked Up, Coming to America, and it was Pretty Woman, right?
Yeah.
So you basically named not one of my favorite, and that's Boomerang. So you know what this tells me?
What's that? Because Boomerang is up there. I go back and forth between Boomerang and Coming to America, but what I leaned into Coming to America is because I love like that the big wedding scene at the end, and it just felt like such a fulfilling, happy ending.
Yeah.
So I went with that one.
I'm not mad at that. I'm just saying that you didn't pick not one of mine. You didn't pick one of mine's, my favorite. But all that says is opposites attract.
For sure.
You know
For
what I
sure.
mean? So I feel like this is about to be a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful journey. And you're so easy to talk to. So I'm really excited to dive in. Do you have a certain process you like to do?
Well, I'm easily inspired when it comes to story, especially when I'm writing like love and romance.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to talk out like different ideas and maybe even some favorite scenes from like, I want to hear what your three favorite rom-coms are, and like, what about those things really impact you? And then also just seeing like what the people want, what's missing, like where is the disconnect with love in 2025, and how can we bring that to life? I love talking about that stuff too.
Yeah. No, I feel that. Dang, it was a question I had to ask. Have you? Let me see how to word it. Have you been through any heartbreaks?
So now we're all in this together.
Oh man, yeah, of course.
You said you have been through heartbreaks?
Oh yeah.
Dang,
That
I'm
I
sorry.
thought,
I'm sorry to hear that,
never,
Rasheena.
like, come back from, but I'm one of those people, and maybe it's because I write comedy. I learned to laugh at the pain because I wouldn't be the woman I am now, if I hadn't experienced those things.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm personally sorry that you've been through heartbreaks. I just know like people that have gone through like certain things. I'm pretty sure like you can add that. You can put those emotions into the script.
For sure. And show how they turn into a positive thing. Like now looking back, I'm glad those relationships didn't work out, because it opens up the door for you to meet that right person.
Absolutely. I've been through the same thing. So I feel like we definitely agree with that. We agree on the same thing. Nah, it do hurt. I was over here celebrating that you have been through a heartbreak because I was like, yeah, this is about to. My bad.
but you hit me with the I'm sorry to hear that. Okay.
Yeah. My bad.
I need to learn how to use Twitch.
But I meant it. I was happy like in a sad way, like if that makes sense. Like I don't.
No, I get what you mean.
Yeah.
Mean. We on the same page.
Good. Now you're very easy to talk to. I can tell this is about to be a beautiful relationship. I'm super excited.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for sure. And just even the way that you're going about this journey is so different than anything I've seen happening today.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm all about like, how can I be a part of the change? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was told like coming up in this, don't look up, look beside you. Look at the people who are doing what you want to do and taking risks and taking chances, and join those people. Find your people. That's your people.
Find your people.
Yeah. So I feel like this is a situation where it sounds like I found my people.
Yeah.
We thinking different, outside the box. We're not waiting on anybody to hand us anything. We're just going to go out and get it. Nothing can stop it at this point.
Absolutely. And I feel like everybody has to be on that same mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has to be on that same mindset. I know my first project, New Edition, we all came in and we was like, yo, this is about to be great. Like everybody had that same mentality. Like, yo, this is going to be one of the best, We was talking about that every single day, and we all felt the love and the energy, and we came to work every single day. So I just want to connect with those people that I feel that same energy with,
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just want to tell you in advance, thank you so much for coming on this journey with me. Everything will be live stream. I want to be able to, at the end of this, people will be able to go to the YouTube channel and like kind of just watch how the first day, you know what I mean, me talking about it all the way to us actually on set filming. Like, I want people to be able to see that. Yeah, and to be able to see that for free. So, like, that's the goal. Like, I don't want to charge nobody for that. I just want them to get free game, watch how I do it, you know, and I want them to see everything, whether we succeed or fail. I want them to see the whole process.
Oh, we coming to win, but
we coming to win, yeah.
Yeah,
we coming to
love
win.
that idea, though. Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. Well, I don't want to hold you up. I appreciate you jumping on the live.
Yeah, thank you for having me, and I'm super excited to be on this journey. And thank you for wanting to take this risk and go down this road with me. It's definitely going to be awesome.
Absolutely, let's do it. And I'll call you. I'll call you tomorrow. Wait, is there anything you need from me to get started, or like?
Yeah, you can start. If you already got something in mind, like start jotting some things down, and we'll take it from there in our next conversation.
Okay, cool. I got you. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
All right, thanks.
All right. Talk to you later.
All right, bye.
Rasheena Nash, people. So thank you so much, Rasheena, for jumping on the live. So definitely got to lock her in. We got to lock her in. So we'll definitely send over paperwork to her tomorrow. Get that locked in and get going, man. I appreciate everybody. Is that a sub? Okay. Hey, Casey, you did that. Hey, Casey been going crazy with the effects and stuff. Sorry, this is all new for me. This is all new for me. Appreciate it. And it's only the beginning. I know so many actors out there. I know so many DPs. It's a lot of like hair and makeup people out there. We're gonna get to each phase. You know what I mean? And I just stay tapped in, stay connected. I'll make sure I get everybody's information. That way, when we start doing posts and start putting it out, everybody will be able to get to the live stream like as it's happening. I know with the algorithm, it takes a while for people to be able to see it on their timeline. Every time I post, like I'm going live now, somebody will hit me 2 days later, like, bro, I missed the live. I'm like, yeah, bro, that was 2 days later. But it's all good. I plan on, during this journey, I plan on talking to filmmakers that's done it before. I want to reach out to the Charles Murrays that I've seen do their own film from beginning to end. People that I'm big fans of. I want to give them a call and just kind of get some game from them of what I should be aware of or what I should like, you know what I mean? Get some insight. I'm going to try to get some inside stuff, but I'm going to try to get it all captured on camera so that way everybody can go back and kind of see and listen to what all the OGs is telling us how to get this thing done. That's the goal. I want to get Country Wayne on the call. Shout out to Country Wayne, man. Country Wayne just shot and filmed his own project with his own money. Shout out to Country Wayne, yo. Shout out to Country Wayne. Country Wayne is somebody that I definitely want to get on the call with and kind of ask them how'd you do it, bro? I want to be able to get on calls with people like that. I want to get on calls with people like Babyface and ask Babyface, like, what were you thinking when you did the Waiting to Exhale soundtrack? What were you thinking when you know what I mean? I want to talk to people like that. That way, this rom-com cannot and does not fail. So that's the goal. That's what we doing. Absolutely. Shout out to Jenna. So we got the Kickstarter video. If you just joined, we have our Kickstarter video. 1 second. Let me show y'all. We got on live last week. And we decided to go the Kickstarter route and create a Kickstarter video. And today was the day I had to meet the deadline for the Kickstarter. And we did that.
This journey for me is extremely special because I will be actually showing the
Yeah.
entire journey.
Yeah.
You know, I've talked about it on multiple podcasts, multiple interviews about betting on myself. This
Yeah.
is a moment where I bet on myself and I show you how I bet on myself. So this Kickstarter isn't just
Yeah, Jenna. We got one. Hold on. Let me go to. Let me show you a moment real quick.
You know, I'm a big
Shout out to my
fan
guy,
of love.
Picks
I'm a
by
big
Prime.
fan of Hitch.
Wait, come on, man. Hold on.
Man.
Hold on.
Big fan of love. I'm a big fan of Hitch, of Best Man, of Love Jones. I want to feel those feelings again. This journey for me is extremely special because I will be actually
Hey, wait.
the entire journey.
I'm just
You know, I've talked about it on multiple.
right now. I'm just really excited because we did this on stream. Like y'all don't understand. Last week we got on stream, and I asked like, what do we need to do? Somebody said we got to get a Kickstarter going. I was like, all right, when is our deadline? It said Tuesday. And we made that happen. You know? When this stream ends, you'll be able to go to YouTube and see the entire Kickstarter thing being filmed. You know, everything was filmed when we did this Kickstarter. So you'll be able to go over there and see how many times we shot it. If we even did multiple takes, you'll be able to see all of that on YouTube. Jenna's in the building. The day one Jenna. I didn't get a chance to have a call with Jenna, but we're gonna have a call with Jenna on our next chat. But leaving this call, I want to be able to bring in an established writer director that's already proven that they filmed their own film with their own money, and it's been successful. So I'm gonna see if I can make that happen. When do we need that to happen by, chat? I'm trying to move, man. We gotta keep it moving. When are we ready to have that call? If you just joined, Rasheena Nash is the writer, and why I went with Rasheena Nash is because of this video right here. She left on Threads. Hold on. Rasheena Nash, this is what happened. So look, wait, can y'all see my phone? I don't know how to do this.
I'm doing this rom-com now and on why.
Whoa, wait, hold on. It don't matter. On the thread, she put this.
Had in the ring on Threads, but when I saw Woody, someone I respect, whose career I've been following, start this thread, I thought, why not now? We crossed paths years ago, Bobby Brown Story New Edition days, and since then I've been in writers' rooms and in the studio and just deep in my story bag altogether. And I say, why not? This is a chance for us to cook up something. Consider putting me in the game, coach.
Exactly.
People fall in love. We can make people laugh.
Big Pick made it, said, I seen her post. He said, I seen her post. You see what I'm saying? So that post alone caught my eye, and it caught obviously everybody else's attention. So it's like people that's doing things like that. That's how you get ahead. That's how you like
in this together.
shout out, join, welcome. That's how you get seen, man. I remember in LA, my first audition was for a commercial agency. The commercial Daniel Hoffman. Shout out to Daniel Hoffman. If you know Daniel Hoffman, he has a killer commercial agency. And I remember being in there, and all of us new people was in there just sitting, you know what I mean, waiting in the room. And he comes in, he says, all right, I want everybody to stand up and introduce yourselves. Tell me your name and give me one fact about you. So everybody stood up. But this one girl stood up, said her name, and I think she said like, I don't know, she said something that was wild. It was so wild and so crazy, but everybody was laughing and we all remembered her. We forgot about everybody else that said something, but we all remembered her. And Daniel Hoffman said, I did that exercise so you guys can see. You gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta do stuff different, or you gotta say something that's gonna really catch people. So when I seen Rasheena do that video, I say all that to say, when I seen Rasheena do that video, nobody else was doing that. And that's what caught my eye. And that's why I'm going with Rasheena. She's thinking outside of the box. You feel me? She stood out. Exactly. And I feel like on this journey, we haven't seen this journey before. So I need people to do stuff we haven't seen before. That's the kind of people we need on the team. That's the kind of people that how we change how things are being made, how people are coming together to make stuff. I got Rasheena from Threads, you know? Threads. So I get, okay, we said Friday or Saturday. What's today? Now it can't be Saturday. It can't be Saturday, y'all, because you know why? My baby shower is Saturday. The baby shower is Saturday. So it can't be Saturday. Appreciate it. It cannot be Saturday. Thank y'all. So that's what's crazy, man. You know, I know this is insane to be doing all this stuff while the twins are on the way. But I feel like this is going to be a beautiful journey. Not only, you know what I mean, the birth of two beautiful baby girls, but the birth of a beautiful rom-com and a beautiful way of bringing community together, a beautiful way of discovering new talent, a beautiful way of having fun. You feel me? So, yeah. All right, so I'm gonna say let's. Can we go for Thursday? Can we shoot for Thursday? Community meets purpose. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I love that. That's the staple moving forward. Community meets purpose. Thursday it is. We locking it in. Thanks, chat. Of course, if you missed it, we'll put the whole thing on YouTube for you to check out. And yeah, it's go time. So I'll see y'all Thursday, same time. All right, y'all be good.